Hello cookies, it's Siri, I'm back and today I just wanted to have a conversation with you. I've seen many videos in the past and I've read quite a few forums where people say basically that YouTubers that do not swear on camera are fake. So what people say is that they're fake because they probably swear a lot in real life, but they just try to refrain themselves on camera to get more deals with companies that prefer people who are politically correct, or so that they can have a bigger audience because parents are not gonna mind the fact that their kids watch that person's videos, etc. And one thing that I always thought was, but what if you're really the type that just doesn't swear even in real life? So for me personally, I never grew up swearing because it was forbidden at home, so my parents would really get super mad if any of us swore, and I would literally get a slap across the face from my dad, like a giant slap every time I tried even a super mild swear, nothing overly dramatic, but even a super mild swear. And my father would always say, you know, that is so unclassy, that is so shameful, that is bad. And of course you have that slap coming as well. So I just grew up knowing that it's not allowed at home. And in primary school as well, of course, kids don't swear. And then when I went to secondary school and high school, I ended up in Catholic schools. So of course in Catholic schools you're not allowed to swear, but even when the teachers were not around, my classmates were never swearing, really, not in French or Malagasy. I just never really heard anyone swear. So basically I grew up not being used to swearing, and I was always kind of like, you know, uncomfortable whenever I would hear someone swear because it was something so out of the world I was living in. But then when I moved to Singapore, I was rebellious. I thought, you know what, I want to swear all the time because now I know that no one is gonna tell me it's unclassy, and best of all, I'm not gonna get a slap across my face. I'm free, so I should definitely do whatever I want. So I started to swear, but it didn't quite work out. It was actually pretty ridiculous because it was at 17 years old when I moved to Singapore. I was so unused to swear my whole life. So every time something remotely bad happened, like I dropped my pen or something like that, I would usually go, oh, zut, in French, and then be like, oh, now I have to find a swear in English because now I'm allowed to swear, so I should definitely take the opportunity. So I would just go, oh, my jerk, douchebag pen just dropped. Oh, scum of the world. So it was always so awkward, and I was just pushing it. You know, I was every time there was something bad happening, I was trying to push myself to swear because I thought, you know, people here swear. People in Singapore in my school, they swore quite a lot. So it's like people here swear, and I have the freedom. I should mingle. I should just swear and just be free swearing. But it never really quite worked out because I felt every time I swore, I felt like it was forced, like I had to double think, and then the words in my sentences were hacked, like you know, they were not flowing, and I just felt uncomfortable with myself and not that proud of myself really every time I was swearing. So I was just like, oh, you know what, I'm giving up. And anyway, since I've always been told it's unclassy, so I guess there's some right in there, so I should just, you know, give up and continue to do my own things. So I ended up kind of being proud of the fact that I'm not swearing. But mind you, about a month and a half ago, John and I were having a conversation, and I was telling him about how, you know, I don't like swearing. I mean, John knows it, but we were just talking about some random stuff and swearing came about, and he said, and I said, damn. And John said, oh, you know, for someone who doesn't swear, you say damn quite a lot. And I was like, yeah, so what's the relationship in there? And he was like, you know that damn is a swear word, right? And I promise you my world was shattered. I was like, no, it means something like, oh no, right? And he was like, no, it's a swear word. And I thought, but I've always thought that people said it to qualify something that went bad. Like, you know, in French you have zut. So for those of you that speak French, you know what zut means. For those of you who don't, it's more like, yeah, it's more like, oh no. And zut doesn't mean no, but it is an expression that you use in that case instead of oh no, or too bad, or oh this was something bad that happened, I wished it didn't happen. But instead of saying it that long, you just say oh zut. Another swear expression that I use quite a lot is what the hell as well. And I think that's about it. I say damn and what the hell quite a lot, and I don't say the other things that much. It would really require a lot of anger and hatred and something really bad happening for me to do that. For example, there was this lady bullying John at the gym last week or 2 weeks ago, and I got really mad at her. But even then, she was yelling at him, and I just said, hey, what the hell? What is that tone you're using? And that is basically what I said. And I was very mad actually, because I'm very protective of my boyfriend. And I get mad if someone bullies him. Of course, that is very normal. And you know, she just attacked him out of the blue and I got mad. But even then, I didn't swear. So it is something that really doesn't come naturally to me. And now you're like, okay, now you're just saying you don't swear, blah, blah, blah. So what's the point of this whole video? So the point of this whole video is, I think that, you know, before saying someone is fake because they don't swear or because they act a certain way, we could always just try to think that maybe that is how that person really is in real life. I'm not saying that everybody is their real self on YouTube. Of course, you have exceptions and things like that. But until we know someone personally, I don't think there is really like a point saying that, oh, this person is very fake because they never swear. This person is very fake because they never talk about this or talk about that. One thing that I have to mention is that I'm not saying that if you swear a lot that you're bad or that you're good or that you're cool, that you're uncool. That is just really my own personal experience and how I lived and how I grew up, and it's just not swearing. Now I always say whatever floats your boat. So if you cookies are very comfortable with swearing and you really enjoy it and you know it's like the best thing you know, then keep on doing that. If you're the type that doesn't swear like me or that just sucks pretty bad at swearing like me, then just keep on doing that. It is really just a matter of, you know, what makes you feel comfortable and what makes you feel you. And that's the end of this talk video. So let me know in the comments down below what you cookies think about this whole thing, because I'm very curious, and when I do these talking videos I really like having feedbacks from you and just starting a conversation, and because I feel like it's, you know, it's just a way for us to talk and exchange ideas. So let me know what you cookies think, and until next time I will see you at the next video. Bye bye!